Good morning, Eagles. This is Mrs. Mishler, your principal, and I am coming to you with a special announcement. Many of you may know that today, August 31st, we are starting a new mask requirement that will take us through the rest of this 9 weeks as we work to protect ourselves and each other from exposure to COVID-19 while at school. In this video, we will go over the expectations and a few helpful reminders so everyone knows what to expect while at school. You may be wondering, Ms. Mishler, why are we doing this? Well, right now, face masks or face coverings will be the primary form of exposure mitigation or protection at St. Joseph Catholic School. It falls within the recommendations from the CDC, our local doctors here in the Brazos Valley, our local Brazos County Health District, and our diocese as a way to avoid the spread of COVID-19. It also reduces the number of students we have to send on quarantine when there is a positive case on campus. What happens now is when we are notified of a positive case, we look at all the seating charts for every class that student is in and determine who is within a 6-foot radius that would be considered a close contact. We have sent multiple students out for at least 10-day quarantines simply because they were near someone who tested positive without any mitigating factors. And so now the question is, well, how are we supposed to do this exactly? Here are the details. Once a student or teacher enters the building, it is the expectation that a face covering is worn at all times when they are less than 6 feet from another person and worn correctly, covering the mouth and nose. A mask under the chin is not appropriately worn. Weather permitting, students will still be allowed to go outside to take their mask off and get some fresh air during break and lunch to allow for a reprieve during the day. And if you are in the classroom where you can sit farther than 6 feet away, you may take your mask off. If a student or staff member does not have a face covering, we will provide one for him or her. Additionally, here are a few quick reminders about COVID. If you are feeling ill, please stay home. While it is not fun to miss school, being sick at school is even worse. Remember to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds and use hand sanitizer as you're coming and going throughout the day. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, and cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when you cough or sneeze or use the inside of your elbow. Make sure your mask is worn correctly over the nose and under the chin while you are indoors and less than 6 feet away from others. By wearing a mask, you are showing empathy and understanding for your fellow classmates. You are providing the opportunity for students to attend our school and avoid having to quarantine. This dramatically lessens the chances that our athletic teams or clubs will have to miss events due to an exposure to COVID. And when we all wear a mask, we are showing support for one another as Eagles. We realize you might have questions about this new requirement. You may feel scratchy or uncomfortable about it, and that's okay. We are here to answer any questions you may have. Please find a teacher or administrator so we can help. We will reevaluate wearing masks at the end of this 9-week period during the first week of October. We will ask for student input at that time so we get everyone's voice to decide on our next steps. Again, we appreciate your adherence to this requirement and let us know if you have any questions. Go Eagles, and God bless.